fatigue, additions, filling, art, setting. What are the things that are leading to this sensation I've seen throughout YouTube and the far reaches of that nebulous place called the internet, or what we could just sum up as 40K fatigue? On the eve of 8th edition, release, I recall being resigned to a future which 40K would hollow itself out with a million baller. It had been during a frank conversation with a friend that I expressed this concern, a concern of what would be lost for Games Workshop's dogged pursuit of the general audience. At the time, I thought it would be not only the rules or the setting, but the art, the unspoken medium for which we express what the setting is. And after all, I wasn't really a fan of candy-coated Marvel hero stormtroopers, but if I'd only knew what was to come. Older editions just had a weight to them, that cinematic feel of an old war movie, which frankly the newer stuff fails at with its simple yet complex BS. We lost armor facings and force organization for rerolls with a side of light math. Oh yay. Games Workshop threw out the boundaries in creative thinking, things that had kept me engaged and interested, and it's just how I feel about the whole loss there. 40K, my friends, has changed. For some, it's a good thing, while for many others, it seems to be a thing that's opened the door for people to simply move on, to get lost, to see new stars. Add edition churn in with its new additions to fix problems that didn't need to be there, while creating a host of new problems for future editions to supposedly fix. Like protection rackets, they come around annually, and you want to play with your friends, right? Not the ones that only play new and current editions. Well, you better pay your protection money. Hip hip hooray. If the churn and burn of editions isn't getting you low or lighter in the wallet, we got Games Workshop power washing the setting. It just isn't that edge anymore. No Ginsu here, my friend. The feels more aligned with a treadmill salesman, I guess, is one way to put it. Get excited for product. What is it? We don't know, but get excited. Then do it again. The art shifted. If you disagree, check those novels Games Workshop tries to bury you with or especially 4, and let me know how you feel about it. And, well, they have shifted. Candy-coated, sealed to prevent interest, and mass-produced so you get confused which strong lady character is which. I don't hate lady characters, but can they stop sharing lines and character traits so I can tell them apart? Look, the reason many feel fatigued is a number of factors coming together to be how the setting is presented in art and writing, or how the game has removed many of its tactical elements for seemingly simpler options while dropping shed loads of new rules to reclaim that lost feeling and style. Heck, maybe it's just the relentless beatings, the churn of editions that presents fresh, blander mountains to climb every few years when GW needs a stock bump. For me, it was the twisting of the setting for the sake of it that followed by a shift in its presentation that just didn't land personally. Ultimately, things put onto the altar of popularity were things I valued in the game. What gave it substance to me? And their loss has proven a painful shelling out, maybe you could say even a hollowing out, of something that for myself and potentially others was a thing I invested time and money and care into. The painful truth is the shift has already been made, and it was started long ago. In many, many editions, it's what Games Workshop has been working for. And it's one that I don't think Games Workshop will be positioned to respond to this newer shift in interest. An undercurrent towards older editions has begun. Just take a casual look at YouTube or Reddit or Facebook or Twitter or wherever else, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's not pure nostalgia. It's a thing that has been lost, and now many are in the wilderness seeking. 40K may march on with its new Marvel troopers, but may find itself lacking a core foundation of fans who are the ones that really gave it its soul and really gave it the energy it needed to continue on, like so many other franchises. Star Wars, Star Trek, Marvel, DC, on and on. So I wish to talk more about these things that I have passion for, and I hope that you will join me for such. While I will still comment on newer 40K, it will be in contrast to if they are giving a good product or not, and it will not be from the perspective of a buyer, because I have no intention on continuing on with newer 40K. To me, it is something that has presented a thing I once knew, once loved, and no longer really care about. It's the Chevy Malibu of IPs in a way. I would prefer to go back to the things I do care about, older editions, older lore, and all of those things. I still plan on talking about deeper topics and things like this, and I plan on doing hobby and all that, and I will comment on newer things. But that's an old saying. Once the passion is gone, it's very, very difficult to get it back. So I think, like many others, I'm just going to go back to the things I actually care about and I want to do things with. And I think that the fatigue people are talking about it isn't really a fatigue. It's a desire for something that's no longer there, and which 40K in its newer iterations seems to be moving ever further away from, and there's no way to change it. And that's not necessarily means it's good or bad. It just means that the individual taste for many has shifted and they want something older. So I hope that you'll join me for this, and I hope, well, if you're one of those who find yourself in this position, you can find people who enjoy the things you do, because the worst thing you can do in life is do things you hate when it's your free time and it's something that you're supposed to be doing because you love it and you care about it. So, thank you for joining me and have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.